Okay, hi. I am Lily, for those of you who don't know. I'm going to be very nervous, so I might mess up every now and then. I'm probably going to cough a few times. So let's start off with, I wasn't exactly the sharpest knife in the Christian drawer before I lived in Claremore, because I didn't really know much about God. All I knew was He's real, there's a book involving Him, and you pray to Him, and that was it. So I was sitting there every night on my couch just praying about random stuff that I didn't want to happen. But it wasn't until we met Brian and moved to Claremore and his parents started taking me to church that I actually learned something. And I went to Sunday school, vacation Bible school, blah, blah, blah. I met Lauren, blah, blah, blah. All that, fun stuff. And gonna be honest, church, not exactly my equivalent of prancing around and singing about how good chocolate tastes. And it was probably more like writing 20 words 5 times each for homework, which I actually had to do when I lived in Tahlequah. It sucked. Skip forward a bunch, confirmation, blah, blah, blah. There was that youth party for the confirmants who just finished and were ready to join youth. So I was sitting there with Lauren, being as socially awkward as ever, and I'm thinking, you know what? This is pretty fun. So as you can imagine, I was begging for Brian to take me to youth, aka I asked him if he could bring me, and he said, sure. The reason I went to youth was pretty much one part, though, because Lauren went, and it was one part because, I was moving up. I was joining the big dogs of the pack. I could officially say, hey, I hang out with teenagers. But it was also multiple parts because I wanted to learn more about God. Sunday school didn't really help me enough. All those little God's eyes we made, the 2 popsicle sticks glued together to form a cross, and you'd wrap string around them in a confusing way, and it was guaranteed one kid would end up wrapping it around their fingers. Usually I would be that kid. Yeah, those didn't really work for me. At first, youth stayed the same, kind of more for me to hang out with friends, but then I went to district camp, and my entire perspective changed. Generation Next officially became the best place/group ever. And this is still during my first years doing Generation Next. And I wasn't your typical 6th grader prancing around singing some song about unicorns and rainbows. I still had a few struggles, and for me, Generation X changed that. It was a place I could just go and feel right. To me, you're all like a second family. I can come here without being judged. I can just be myself, and I won't have to be afraid of being rejected, which honestly is one of my biggest fears. If it wasn't for Generation Next, well, for one thing, I wouldn't be up here. I'd still be sitting at home playing some video game or something. But for 2, if it wasn't for Generation Next, I'm not even sure if I would be standing in general. Generation Next has gotten me through some really hard times. And I can't imagine life without you guys. I'm not sure if there would be much of a life without Generation Next. You all just mean a lot to me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm sure that there are some youth groups out there who are amazing, but Generation Next right here is the one for me. And I may have not gone to many others, but I know that Generation Next it's unbeatable.